Hello and welcome back to a new video here with me, Ellen, and a happy new year as well. I have not been on the mat filming since last year now and since before Christmas, so I'm very excited to be back. And I really wanted to film a kind of quite active, quite, I guess, strong practice this morning. But actually, I've woken up and I actually don't feel that great. And then I thought perhaps there's a pressure often in January to really kind of hit the ground running and start strong and do perhaps some strong exercise, some strong yoga classes. But really, this time is dark, it's the depths of winter. The world, nature is hibernating, things are slowing down, things are going inwards. And that's quite, well, very contradictory to this idea of kind of fresh start, new start, let's get going, 100 miles an hour kind of thing and narrative that we have around this time of year in January. So I thought perhaps it's a sign that maybe actually what we need is to start slow, to just ease back into our bodies. Perhaps you haven't been on the mat for a while. Maybe you took a break off of the mat, away from your practice over Christmas, which is so important to do. Um, so yeah, we'll start easily and gently, I think, today in this short practice. So we'll just begin in a seat. You can come to any kind of comfortable seat that feels good to you. You could use props underneath your seat, just placing your palms onto your thighs, onto your lap. You can close down the eyes. But if that doesn't feel right or that doesn't feel comfortable, then just taking a soft, unfocused gaze down in front of you is perfect. And we just take these beautiful moments at the start of the practice to just drop in, to let ourselves arrive. To just gently and slowly move away from the day that we are in, into this space, into this practice. We'll take an inhale through the nose together here. Exhale a sigh, a sound out through the mouth. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. And just using that sigh, that exhalation to drop in a little bit deeper into this space, into this time. You're here, and that is enough. And just dropping the right ear down towards the right shoulder so you're breathing into that left side of the neck. And then rolling the chin down towards the chest, breathing into the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders. This can often feel very sticky for me and intense. And then breathing that left ear over towards the left shoulder, breathing up and down the right side. And then just coming back down through center, chin to chest. Nice. And then inhale, draw yourself back up to a seat. Roll the shoulders back, maybe opening up the eyes. You can interlace your hands now. Just draw the interlace, your hands up over your head. And we're going to take these big body circles. So let's go clockwise first. So we just use this kind of interlace to guide us around. And this feels, again, super sticky sometimes for me, but also super juicy. I just feel like it's opening up the whole of my kind of torso, upper body, the sides, and take it slow, stirring it round, feeling into every side bend, every rounding, every opening. And then you can take it the other way, so going anti-clockwise, just making these big circles through the body. And you can close down the eyes and just begin to drop into the body, into movement. Beautiful. Nice. And then just drawing that interlace up through center whenever you're ready. And exhale, take the backs of your hands to your thighs, palms facing up. Close down the eyes for a moment. We'll inhale together here. Exhale, let it go. And just take a moment to sit in stillness and notice shifts, tingles happening after the first bits of movement. You can open up your eyes and just roll over your knees. And we'll find a tabletop here together. So finding your tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We inhale, drop belly open through the heart. And then we exhale, we round through the spine into our cat, and we curl under the toes and push the hips up and back to a down dog. Keep the knees nice and bent. Allow the crown of the head to drop down. We'll take an inhale here together. And exhale here. That exhale descends the knees down towards the mat, maybe a little bit wider. And inhale, we drop the belly, open the heart. And we exhale, we round into our cat. And we use the round to push our hips back to our heels, down into a child's pose. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale here. Nice. Inhale, we come forward. Drop belly, open heart. Cow. And exhale into our cat. Curl the toes under. Hips go up and back. It's a downward facing dog just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. The knees descend down, maybe a little bit wider. Inhale, drop belly, open heart. Exhale, we round. Use that round to push you back to a child's pose. One breath here, forehead on the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw yourself forward. Drop belly, open heart. Exhale, round through the spine into our cat, curl under the toes, hips up and back, down dog. We'll take one more round. Inhale here. Exhale here. The exhale descends the knees down, perhaps a little bit wider. Drop belly, open heart. Round through the spine. Exhale, close the eyes, drop back. Child's pose, one breath. Inhale. Exhale here. Nice. Inhale, we come forward, drop belly, open heart. Exhale, round through the spine. Push the hips up and back. It's a downward facing dog. So nice. We'll take an inhale here together. And an exhale, let it go. And maybe just swaying through the hips, this gentle movement through the legs. Maybe there's movement into the neck, into the jaw, into the face. Taking any movement that you wish to take at the start of your practice today. And then when you're ready, just finding some sense of stillness. The inhale takes the right leg up to the sky. It's a three-legged dog. Exhale, we bend the knee, opening up the hip in the sky. Breathing into the right side. Pressing through both palms equally. Inhale here. And exhale, we just gently take that right foot to the outside of our right hand. Let's keep this lizard lunge active. So keep that left knee up off the mat. Pushing the arm onto the inside of the leg. Really nice. And then we're going to take our hands forward, so we're tenting our fingertips. So the fingertips draw towards the top of the mat in this active lizard, just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands back, drop the left knee down. And just sway side to side. Maybe closing down the eyes here. Beautiful. Breathing into that right hip, right groin. Maybe going forwards and backwards. Maybe just staying side to side. This can feel really nice. Slightly working into the right hamstring as well. Maybe it feels quite tight, quite sticky. That's all good. Nice. And then coming back to some sort of center in your lizard, draw the hips back slightly, kickstand that left foot out to the left side. We take that right leg long. It's a supported side plank. We inhale here. And you can stay, or maybe taking that right hand to catch hold of the right foot. The chest catapults up, maybe the gaze goes up, pushing the hips forward, pushing the heart forward. Beautiful. Softness through the face. Wherever you are. One more inhale. And exhale, maybe taking the right hand to the back of the right knee, drawing that right foot round to the top of the mat. It's a runner's lunge. Let's just dip into the hips for a moment. You're tenting your fingertips either side of the right foot. We'll take an inhale, and an exhale draws us back to a half splits. And let's keep the top of the foot grounded down into the mat. So like the shoelace part of the foot is pushing into the mat, and we don't need to pull really far back, and we can feel that stretch in underneath the hamstring, underneath the right leg is what I'm trying to say. You could close your eyes here and just let yourself drop in, soften down. On your next inhale, draw yourself forward. It's an easy twist, left hand down, left knee off the mat. We peel the right arm up towards the sky. Beautiful. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale into our Shivas. So we roll onto the knife edge of both feet, drawing the right fingertips towards the back of the mat. Just a moment here. I know it's strong. Inhale. Exhale, right hand back down as we peel that right foot back. Downward facing dog. We'll take an inhale here together. Exhale, let it go. And just finding some form of stillness here, relative stillness. The chin gently tucks into the chest, the crown of the head drops down, and you just notice that right side. And you notice the left side. And just taking a moment in the middle. And then on the inhale, we peel that left leg up to the sky, three-legged. Exhale, bends the knee, opening up the hip in the sky, breathing into the left side of the body, sending your prana, sending life force, sending energy to that left side, lighting up the body. Inhale. Exhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Active lizard, right knee stays off the mat. And we stay here at strong. And then you can stay here, or you can walk the fingertips forward into this super active lizard here, lifting the hips up so it's like in line with the shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, draw the hands back. Right knee drops down, maybe rolling onto the knife edge of that left foot. We just swing and sway and move and groove in this lizard here. You can close down the eyes. There's no right or wrong to where you should be going. We're just working into that left hip. Feeling into it, finding space, dropping down. Beautiful. And then drawing yourself back to center in your lizard. Draw the hips back slightly, kickstand that right foot out to the right side. Supported side plank as we send left arm long, left leg long. Inhale. You can stay here and hold. This is strong. Perhaps taking the left hand round to catch hold of the left foot and then kicking the leg back into the hand, pushing the hips forward, pushing the heart forward. And it might be a little bit shaky, a little bit wobbly. That's all good. Maybe the gaze goes up towards the sky. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And exhale, take your gaze down, maybe left hand to the back of that left knee to help that left foot to the top of the mat. We're in a runner's lunge. So right knee is down, we're facing forward, and we're just slightly pulsing into that left hip, tenting the fingertips so you're on the pads of your fingers. We'll take an inhale. On your exhale, plant the top of that right foot into the mat as you draw your hips back, flexing through that left foot, half split. So you're breathing into the left side, that left hamstring. The heart can be going directionally forward towards the top of the mat. Nice. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, draw yourself back forward. It's an easy twist. Right hand down, right knee off the mat as you peel the left arm up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, Shivas. We roll onto the knife edge of both feet as we drop down. Left hand goes towards the back of the mat. Inhale, we draw that left arm up and over, and we send that left leg back. We're in a downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll take an inhale here together. And exhale, let it go, sigh it out. Crown of head drops down. Chin tucks to chest. Noticing this sense of equalization perhaps on the both sides. Walking your hands back towards your feet now at the back of the mat. Let's find a Malasana squat. Heels in, toes are out. Beautiful. Taking your hands into prayer, so pushing the elbows onto the inside of your knees as this kind of draws the heart up. We'll take an inhale here, and exhale here, let it go. Just breathing into this opening, again through the hips, through the groin. Finding a sense of stillness and just dropping down into that space. Closing down the eyes. One more inhale here. And an exhale releases the hands down to the mat as we draw the hips up. We're in a forward fold. You can keep your feet nice and wide. Beautiful. We'll interlace the hands behind the back. Take an inhale. It's a halfway lift. And exhale, we fold, drawing the interlace up over the head, working into the back of the shoulder blades, the back of the heart space. Crown of the head hangs heavy. This complete release through the neck, through the jaw, maybe even shaking, nodding the head. Drawing that interlace up over. Sending breath to the back of the heart space. One more inhale here. And exhale, just releasing the hands down. Bringing your feet about hip width apart. We're slowly just going to unravel for standing for a moment, just to wash it through the body. Almost like you've got strings attached to the backs of your shoulders. You slowly draw yourself up. You can roll the shoulders back. Reach the arms up over your head to prayer. Take your gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, draw that prayer down to heart center. Keep your hands at prayer. Maybe feet to touch. Maybe feet hip width apart. We'll inhale together. And exhale here. Just take a moment, resisting any urge to touch your hair, your clothes. To adjust this moment, just let it land how it is and be where your feet are. One more inhale. One more exhale. Nice. Then taking your hands towards your lower back, fingertips can face up or down, just this gentle back bend. So we're knitting the shoulder blades together as we draw the elbows together. You might want to take your feet a little bit further apart if they're together. Just like you're jumping over a high jump, it's this upward motion, this forward and upward motion with the body as we find the back bend. Gaze can go slightly higher. This opening up of the heart space. I know it's intense. You've got it. One more inhale. And exhale, we fold down over the legs. Take your time like a waterfall descending down. Reaching the hands back forward to your down dog. We'll take an inhale here. And an exhale here. Nice. And then just reaching the right arm up to the sky. Just having a play. Nice. Right hand down. Reaching the left arm up. Left hand down. Reaching that right leg up. Right leg down, left leg draws up, and left leg takes it down. Nice. And gaze to your hands and step it through slowly and gently to your seat. Beautiful. And we'll take a seated figure 4 here. So take your hands behind you, fingertips maybe facing away, maybe facing towards you. Take the outside edge of the right foot onto the left thigh, and you're breathing into the outside of that right hip. And it can feel quite strong, quite intense. So send breath to where you can feel sensation. Notice if you're kind of gripping or tensing or holding through the face, through the jaw. Is there a frown across the forehead? Tensing behind the eyes. Inhale here. And then exhale, just taking that left leg long, sole of the right foot to the inside of that left leg. We take an inhale to rise up through the crown of the head. And an exhale, we fold down. Keep the heart drawing forward towards the toes, towards the top of the mat. The spine's long. Inhale. Exhale, then maybe finding a rounding. Chin into chest. A gentle rounding through the back body as you fold over the left leg. Beautiful. Breathe into the back of that left leg. This softening, this melting forwards. It doesn't matter how low, how deep you're going, you're getting. The intention is just to fold inwards. On your next inhale, gently drawing yourself up. Then like you're coming to a seat, take that left foot in front of the right. So it's like a cross-legged seat, but your legs aren't crossed. We take an inhale here, tent the fingertips. Exhale, pulsing down forward. We'll do that twice more. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Almost this wave-like motion. Inhale. Exhale, forward and stay. Maybe coming onto your forearms, staying on tented fingertips. Gently just pushing the weight back into the hips, breathing into the outside of that left hip. One more inhale. One more exhale. Nice. Inhale, gaze, heart goes forward as you lift yourself back up. And then we take that figure four the other way. So outside edge of left foot onto the right thigh. Beautiful. Bringing the heel of that right foot as close as feels good to the body. Flexing, keeping that left foot nice and active. And you're breathing into the outside of that left hip. Softening through the face. Sending breath into the parts of your body you can feel a stretch. Lighting up your body with your breath. We take one more inhale. And then an exhale takes that right leg long, sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. We take an inhale, we find length, and the exhale draws the heart forward towards the toes, towards the top of the mat. So there's this lengthening all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. We take an inhale here, and exhale, then maybe finding that rounding through the spine, chin into chest, drawing yourself inwards, turning the gaze inwards, literally, maybe closing down the eyes. And breathing into the back body. Filling up the back of the heart space with your breath. On your next inhale, take the gaze forward, the heart forward, draw yourself up, and then take that right leg so it's in front of the left leg. You take those little pulsations, so you're tenting your fingertips. Inhale here, and exhale this wave down. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we fold, maybe coming onto the forearms, gently just pushing the weight back into the hips, breathing into that right hip this time. Maybe there's a sigh, a sound out through the mouth. Let it go. Let the head drop down wherever you are. Nice. And on your inhale, you take the gaze, you take the heart forward, and you come up to a seat, and you just find yourself there. Hands on your lap. Draw the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, take them back down. We'll inhale through the nose together for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Let it go. Sit in this moment. Sit in the quiet. Sit in the stillness. Soften in, soften down. This gentle returning to the practice, whether that's a returning just after a day, whether that's a returning after a couple of weeks away from the mat. Each time we step on the mat is this tiny new beginning and this closing of the practice. And each time we come to the mat, it's a returning. It's a returning home to yourself, a rediscovery of you, a reconnection to you. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. And bringing that prayer to your third eye space, bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for getting on the mat, and thank you so much for practicing with me. For this practice we say Namaste.